Well, good morning. So, how are you? Teamwork Tuesday. Thought this would be a great conversation around team and what we are thinking around team. What does team mean to you? And does it always support you? Does it always help you? So let's think in these terms. Is your team holding you back or thrusting you forward? Are you getting better results from your team as you work together? And what's very interesting is how in today's world we're noticing team even more. Other words you may hear bandied about in also the relationship are cult or squad, right? And what is a team? What is a cult? What is a squad? What is a gang? Well, at the end of the day, what it really is a group or an organization of people who are like minded, who have something in line that they're working towards. Now, there's some distinctions around them. The cult is when it's venerating a particular person, cause, etc. With a gang, oftentimes there's an addition of delinquent behavior brought into the conversation. And a squad, similarly, and that even starts bringing into actually some military terms. And yet, at the end of the day, it's all aligned. It's a group of people aligned to create an end result. So, where does this show up for you? If you're associating with people, if you are part of a team, part of a squad or a cult of sorts, and it is adding value that you're working together towards improvement without taking out other people. Now, you may remember, I do, when I was younger playing sports, and soccer was a sport that we played quite a bit. At the end of the game, what would happen is there would be the lineup, and everyone would shake hands or do that thing where they would just tap their, like slap their hands. It wasn't necessarily a handshake per se. But when the game was over, everyone celebrated the win and the lose, that it was still good game. It was still, this was fun, no hard feelings, et cetera, et cetera. And I ask you to take notice in your environment, on your team, do we still have that energy happening? Meaning appreciating the value of the contest, the competition, and then celebrating its outcome. I play racquetball, and we play teams, we play doubles, and we rotate it around, and that's what's pretty cool. It's not the same team every time. We actually rotate around, and it's a lot of fun and all that. And the winners and the losers, we're all celebrating each other, even though we are conspiring with each other to win. When we're on the same team and we're working towards the outcome of overcoming the obstacle the other team on the other side is presenting. However, there could be toxic team. There could be toxic teamwork. There could be the opportunity where people are aligned in negativity and vitriol, which is not serving. Competition is one thing. And healthy competition ultimately is collaboration to create an environment through which we are all growing. We are all taking our lives to the next level, taking our competition to the next level, sharpening our axe, as it were. Yet when we are in a situation where the team, the gang, the cult is negatively associated to being negative towards the opposition in a way that is like painful, in a way that is name calling, in a way that is making someone absolutely wrong, this lies a huge challenge. So I strongly suggest that we look at our team and wonder, are we feeling good and positive? Is this adding value? Is this creating an opportunity for growth, for support? Would we be proud of this? Is this the way we want our children to learn about team, about how they choose their team? It's interesting, somewhat differently. The other day, our daughter just started with jujitsu, and they had this opportunity to pick a team, and it brought back memories. My wife and I were watching, Heidi and I were watching this conversation as Ellie was chosen as a team captain. And we wondered to ourselves, like, man, this is the first time we've seen that. We thought about our team association, our team opportunities, and then being picked for sports, for kickball or dodgeball or whatever that was. And, Heidi's like, were you the last to get picked for dodgeball? And, or whatever sport it was. And I honestly didn't remember. But what was interesting is for Ellie, the first person she picked, the second person was the tiniest kid. Literally, it was a little girl who was like 3 years old. And the other kids, part of the other team, they were full on, like, 9-year-old boys. And it wasn't like she was going for the biggest, the strongest, the toughest. For her, the team, she was like caring for, and I'll get this, this cute little girl and who was really sweet and so forth. And it was an interesting unpacking as we watched children learn about team, learn about support, learn about what's important and how they express it. What's important to you? Results are vital. We know we've got to get results, but we need to check our ecology, don't we? Are we on a team that is making our life more challenging, that's making it more painful, that is making it, let me move this here, that is making it harder and harder to take your life to the next level? And are you adding value? And that goes to corporations, to companies. How are you supporting your team? How are you making your world, your organization, your company even better? Are they creating a culture of value, a culture of freedom, a culture of growth, a culture of independent thinking, ultimately a culture of leadership and inspiration? And if not, maybe something to look at. So that being said, I love you for who you are and who you aren't. And if you're looking to learn more about taking your life to the next level, I'm going to just share, we have a podcast called The Real Deal On, therealdealon.com, where we interview successful people who've overcome challenges, who have started from scratch, who maybe was at the top and lost everything and came back again. That is leadership. They have always had a powerful team with them. So with that being said, you rock, and we will see you soon. God bless.